Hey, Howard Bolt here. And in this video, you're going to learn everything you need to know about how and when to kiss a woman on a first date and beyond. And if you pay close attention, you'll learn other important things about how women think. Now, if you're on a first date with a woman and you want to continue seeing her, as opposed to just having a one-night stand, and if you're on the type of date that lasts approximately 1 to 2 hours, then the kiss should take place at the end of the date when you're about to say goodbye. A common question that men often ask me is whether that first kiss should be on the cheek or on the lips, or does it even really matter? Well, as you're about to find out, it matters quite a bit. Now, some dating coaches say that a man should always go for the lips on a first date because this will supposedly make the guy seem more confident and will enable him to determine whether the girl likes him based on whether she allows him to lock lips with her or she turns and gives him the cheek. Are these dating coaches correct? Well, I want to do more than just give you my opinion on the matter, because I want you to have the confidence that comes from knowing for certain how women actually feel about the way in which guys try to kiss them. At the end of the date, it's time to say goodnight. Do you prefer, assuming you like the guy and the date went well, do you prefer a kiss on the cheek or on the lips?
Cheek. For the first date.
On the cheek it's okay,
But not on the lips.
no, not on the first date.
Got it. Or a kiss on the lips.
On the first date, no.
Really?
It's way too soon. I like a little more distance, especially on the first date.
A cheek, definitely don't go for my lips.
Okay,
I would be offended.
you would, even if you really like the guy.
Yeah, no.
I think that the cheek would make me like him even more because it would be like he's well mannered, he's a gentleman, he wants to take it slow, he must really like me.
Assuming you like the guy.
Kiss on the cheek no matter what.
The cheek.
The cheek, even if you really like him.
That I actually had first dates where they tried to kiss me in the mouth and I like swerved with them. I was like, no.
A kiss sometimes is pushing it too. You know, a little tap kiss on the cheek, you know, just keep it simple.
Assuming that you like the guy and want to see him again, do you prefer a kiss on the lips or a kiss on the cheek?
Cheek.
Is it a big deal? Okay. If he goes in for the lips, is that a deal breaker?
It's not a deal breaker, but I'm always disappointed when they go in for a kiss on the lips on the first date.
Cheek.
Are there any exceptions?
I mean, unless we're really drunk.
The cheek or on the lips?
Cheek. Because you taking it slow always does kind of, slow and steady wins the race. It's true. It does win the race.
On the cheek. Especially if it was a date that you enjoyed, it'll just make you want more.
Are there ever exceptions to that, where you have a certain type of date where you really just want to kiss this guy?
Yes.
And is it okay if the guy picks up on that and he plants one on you?
No. It would, well, I mean, if you're, when you're in the physical state where you're dying to get kissed, you're gonna just want to get kissed. But in the long run, I prefer the guy who would see it and play it right.
Meaning?
Control yourself. Be happy, be grateful, because you know that I'm gonna be dying to see you like all the time, and I'm probably gonna jump on you if you control yourself.
Right. Now, is there any danger? If it's the end of the night, the guy and the girl, they just can't get enough of each other, they're gazing into each other's eyes, it's so on, right? It's been a great date. Can the guy kind of blow it by not going in for a kiss?
I guess there's a possibility of that happening, but just speaking for myself, I like the one who wants to make an art of romancing me.
So now, how do you feel if a guy tries to kiss you on a first date?
I feel like it's too much.
But is it a problem if he tries?
Yeah, it is. I wouldn't want him to try. It kills the intensity of the dating.
Why does it kill the intensity?
the kiss is something like as special that you just want to wait and on the first date.
Okay.
Too much.
I assume it's okay if he kisses you on the cheek.
On the cheek, yes, it's fine.
Action, he wants to passionately make out the first time he saw you, like, you know, just things like that. You can get a sense that, like, he's probably like this with everybody.
With everybody.
And you can use the, like, oh no, it's just you, and I feel
Is
so
that
comfortable
is that
with
another
you.
reason why women seem to say that guys should not kiss them on the lips on a first date?
Yeah, because you do want to get a sense, like, how, like, promiscuous are you, to the point where, if he's, like, very willing to wait and hold off, then you're like, okay, well, he has discipline. So, you know, discipline is a very important concept that a lot of people don't have.
On the cheek.
Now,
It's too soon.
it's too soon.
Yeah.
Have you ever had an experience where the guy tried to kiss you on the lips at the end of the first date?
Yeah. And I just didn't.
You feel better if it was a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah, I would feel more respected.
You couldn't go wrong with a kiss on the cheek because you'd be like, oh, that's sweet, you know, he likes me, but he's not like full force going for it. I don't like when guys are like all up on you, I guess is the way to describe it. Like in any way, like whenever they're texting all the time and calling, and it's kind of nice to like want to be wanted versus having someone just have it all be there.
So when he kisses you on the cheek instead of the lips, it's like he's not as desperate, or he's more in control.
Kind of, yeah. And it's like he's not there just to like hook up with you or whatever. It's like he had genuinely enjoyed the time
Right.
they spent, and it's not about the actual kiss or anything else.
Right. Most women, when they're on a first date, prefer if the man does not try to kiss them on the lips, even if they really like him. This doesn't necessarily mean that the woman will turn her head to avoid the kiss. She may or she may not. But even if a woman allows a man to kiss her on the lips, she's likely to feel less good about him than she would if he had shown more restraint. This is true of women in major cities as well as places that are more traditional. Now, although most women prefer that the first kiss not be on the lips, some women have the opposite preference if they like the guy. They really want him to kiss them on the lips. However, that does not mean that the guy is better off doing so.
I think on the lips.
Really?
Yeah.
Suppose he kisses you on the cheek.
Mm.
Is that going to be like a turn off?
No.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
And would that even maybe have you feeling more anticipation for the next date?
Yeah, I think so.
Prefer if he kissed you on the cheek or on the lips?
Full mouth.
Full mouth.
If it's amazing, yes.
It's amazing. Now, let me ask you this. Suppose you really like the guy, you want him to kiss you on the mouth, but he kisses you on the cheek. Is that a problem?
Damn, he should kiss me on the lips.
But would that kind of heighten your anticipation for the next time?
Yes, it would.
Okay.
So I guess the lips, yeah, if it's really well. So yeah.
Can a guy ever go wrong by kissing you on the cheek?
No, nothing can go wrong.
Okay, so that's never going to be a turn off. It's never going to make you think, well, he's not confident or he doesn't like me or anything
Or
like
he's
that.
probably just taking it slow.
You know, I think if there's really good chemistry, a kiss on the lips is always nice.
Suppose the date is incredible
Yeah.
and it's time to say goodnight and you're like gazing into each other's eyes.
Yeah.
And the guy sense she really wants to be kissed, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Is it okay if he gives you a kiss on the cheek?
Yeah, it's okay. But I think, oh, you know what? I think that would make you want to kiss him more, in a way. So I think it's always nice when, even if there's attraction, if the guy's like able to show some restraint and be very cool, like it's very attractive.
Suppose there's a lot of chemistry. You want him to kiss you on the lips, but he goes for the cheek. Is that a bad thing?
No.
No.
No, it's sweet.
Okay.
It's just, if he kept doing that, then I would wonder.
Right.
I would hope he would kiss me on the lips if we really connected, if there was a deep connection.
If he doesn't, does that give you more of a feeling of anticipation for seeing him again?
Interesting, let me think. Yeah. So maybe I wouldn't know. I don't know.
It's so a case-by-case basis, because a lot of times I kiss a guy first. But I think if a guy kisses you a soft kiss on the cheek, it reads as sweet, it reads as endearing, it reads as somewhat unexpected because you'd think the guy's gonna go for the full-blown kiss. And as a woman, it kind of causes you to be like, why didn't he kiss me? Like, it has us thinking. And one of the things you want after a first date is a woman to keep thinking about you, keep thinking about what happened. You want to stay on her mind. It'll probe her to want to go for another date.
A woman will determine how confident you are long before you kiss her. And if she has concluded that you are confident, then she will appreciate the restraint you show when you kiss her. If she does not view you as confident, then she will probably not want to see you again regardless of how you try to kiss her. Now, although a kiss on the cheek is better than a kiss on the mouth at the end of the first date, there is a third option, which is usually the best option. Listen carefully to every word that this next girl has to say. You really like this guy. You really like this guy. Would you prefer for him to kiss you on the cheek or on the lips?
I would have to say an in-betweeny, something that's a little bit teasing, but not presuming it's okay to go all the way, and not just the cheek to show me that he didn't have as much of a good time as I did.
So what is the in-betweeny?
It's kind of this lip cheek thing. It's a very...
Like right at the very corner edge of your mouth?
Yes.
Just like a peck?
Yeah, well, it doesn't, not a cold peck. There has to be some emotion involved, you know? But someone can feel that emotion coming through if that's what they're trying to convey.
It's really not a kiss. It really is, it's the equivalent of a kiss on the cheek.
It's a friendlier version of a kiss on the cheek. It's just one step further without being, without going too far, without seeing where the girl would be at
Right.
emotionally.
Now, when the guy is going in for that type of kiss, you can't really tell what he's going to do.
Well, there has to be some sort of tact to how he approaches it. You could tell when someone's going to give you a friendly kiss. Good night. It's very, not cold, but short and unattached. And then, obviously, if someone's interested in you, when they're leaning in for any type of kiss, it's going to be slower, it's going to be some more eye contact, it's going to be more intimate. You're going to see that they don't really know what to do, but they want to do more, but maybe they're going to do less. It's a technique. So you move in slower for the thing, you look at them in their eyes and you're like, good night. Maybe a little smirk and you're slow and soft about it. And even if the girl does want the full kiss and the guy gives the side kiss, it's good to always leave them wanting more.
I think the best bet would probably just be on the cheek, yeah.
Even if you really liked him?
Even if I really liked him, it means he's respectful. He respects me and he lets me make the first moves.
Okay, let me ask you this. What if he gives you a little peck, like in between, like right in the corner edge of your mouth? So it's like half and half.
That's just cute. I might just turn my face at that point.
Turn your face in what way?
Towards an actual kiss. It's kind of like you're asking. It's like, can I kiss you? Is this okay? I don't want to be rude. And it gives me the chance. I like that idea. I think a lot of girls do, actually.
I think I would rather prefer him to kiss me on the cheeks because that would make me feel like he's respectful, and right, and keep the mystery.
Now, what if he did this? What if he gave you sort of in between, where he gives you just a gentle little kiss on the very corner edge of your mouth?
Like this?
Yeah.
Or like here?
Right at the edge.
Oh, that would be great. That would be like, my heart would jump. Like, you know what I mean?
What if he gives you like an in-between kiss, where it's just the tiniest little kiss
here?
on the corner edge of your lips?
It's better than a kiss on the cheek. Yeah. If you like the guy, it's better than a kiss on the cheek, yeah.
Now, so far we've been talking about the way to kiss a woman at the end of a first date, if the date is of a typical length. But if you're on a date that lasts significantly longer, the rules change.
On a date like that, say we end up having like a 7-hour date, like you start at brunch and you're like, hey, do you want to go do this? And hey, do you want to go for a walk in the park? And hey, do you want to get dinner? Okay, it was great seeing you. That's probably not all going to happen. If somewhere between brunch and the walk in the park, you don't try to kiss me.
Right.
And if you do kiss me and it's great, then we can go for a walk.
And if a guy is hanging out with you for that length of time and he's not doing anything physical with you, do you start to think of him as, you know, somebody who gets put into the friend zone rather than somebody?
Yeah. Well, because by having an intense period of time, like a long chunk of time, actually I think is an advantage because it gives the person, like for the guy, like if he can swing that, good on him, because it gives him that much longer to let his personality shine through and like to win me over, and then I get caught up in them, oh, he's so sweet, he did this, and there are all these things, and he said this, and it all compounds.
Right.
So you have a bigger goal.
Okay, now some women have told me that if a guy kisses her on the first date, that's a red flag because it means he does that with everybody. So does that something that ever crosses your mind?
It depends on the way he tries to kiss me. Like if it's just a respectful kiss and then, you know, kiss and then we end up kissing back and then we end up kissing, fine. But if he is one of those guys who like moves right in for the makeout, yeah, it's kind of a turn off. Because it makes it feel, as you said, like he does that with it makes you feel unspecial.
If you're on a lengthy date that involves multiple locations and a lot of hours, make sure you start kissing well before the end of the date. This should not be on the cheek. You can start with an in-between kiss or with a gentle kiss on the lips and progress from there if the girl is receptive. Of course, no matter how you kiss a girl, you need to make sure she's ready for what you're going to do. The fact that a girl likes you does not mean that she's ready for you to kiss her. She will feel more comfortable being kissed if a certain amount of touching has already taken place. If she seems comfortable with physical contact, she'll probably be comfortable with a kiss.
Depends on how the date went and how close you've been sitting, if there is any connection at all, is there any touching, you know, just very little, and how people respond. Sometimes I've been on a date where, you know, I really just it wouldn't feel right if he kissed me on the first night. Sometimes it would just, chemistry is just there, you know, and it's uncontrollable. And it's so emotional already that, you know, a little bit of touching here and there, that naturally the kiss would happen.
One way to tell whether a girl is ready to be kissed is to get close to her and gently touch her hair and gaze down at her face. If she returns your smile, she's ready to be kissed. But regardless of whether you do this, make sure that you lead up to the kiss by looking into her eyes for a moment and making sure that she returns your gaze without breaking the silence. Let your eyes communicate your intention. Then close your eyes as you begin the kiss. Remember, a woman wants her first kiss from you to be part of a romantic moment. Of course, don't think about kissing her until you can tell from her body language that she's enjoying the date and having a good time being with you. Would you want him to kiss you or not on the first date?
On the first date, if I like him so much, he's probably gonna notice that because I'm happy and I'm smiling. And you know, one of those things when you just, I kind of try to touch him for no reason, like I would like pat his back or something. That means that I kind of like him because otherwise I wouldn't want to touch him.
Right.
So those are the signals that's probably could be okay to kids. I think so.
But however you do it, and whatever part of a woman's face that you kiss, there are a couple of things you want to make sure of. So, a guy can't go wrong kissing you on the cheek.
Correct. Unless he has wet lips.
Wet lips.
Yeah, no.
If your lips are either wet or dry and chapped, don't even think about planting a kiss until you have remedied the situation. By the way, if your lips are dried out and you don't have any lip balm on you, then when you're out of the woman's view, rub your finger against your forehead or the part of your face that is most oily, and then rub it against your lips. If you're in a restaurant, a little olive oil will do the trick. So now, what exactly do women look for in the kiss itself? What makes a man a good kisser from a woman's perspective, whether he's kissing her for the first time or for the 1000th time? Well, I could show you a bunch of video clips of women revealing how they like to be kissed, but it wouldn't do you any good because there's no consensus among women about the best kissing techniques. If you want a woman to think that you are a great kisser, then simply mirror what she does. A woman will kiss you the way she likes to be kissed. So start out very gently and pay close attention to everything her lips, tongue, and teeth do. Make sure, though, that the first time you kiss a woman on the mouth, you do not involve your tongue for the first 20 to 30 seconds, unless the woman initiates. And if she is not receptive when your tongue enters her mouth, pull back. There's no hurry. And the first kiss does not have to last more than a couple of seconds. Think of a kiss as a dance in which you allow the woman to lead. As a general rule, the sooner the kiss takes place on a first date, the shorter it should be. But regardless, always make sure that you are the one to end the kiss. When you're the one who pulls away first, the woman will perceive you as being in control, and she'll want you all the more. Remember, you always want to seem like you are the opposite of desperate. You always want to seem like a bit of a challenge. Part of that is being unpredictable and being indifferent. Not indifferent to the woman, but indifferent to whether or not she likes you and to whether or not you get anything from her sexually. You always want to leave a little mystery, but at the same time, you don't want to hide your attraction. Of course, you want the woman to know that you like her, but you don't want her to feel that she has completely won you over by the end of a first date. That's why you should not follow your kiss or precede your kiss by asking her if you can see her again. It's stronger to say something like, "I think we may have to do this again sometime," and say it with a cute little smirk on your face. One of the biggest complaints that women have about the way men kiss is that the men are too repetitive. Most women don't just want to be kissed on the lips. So when you're in a relationship with a woman, kiss her on the nose and the neck and the ears. Don't be predictable. Women love when guys are spontaneous. So when she least expects it, lift her up, spin her around, and plant a kiss on her. What a woman tastes and smells when you kiss her is very important. A woman's sense of smell is much more acute than a man's. So never underestimate the importance of really good hygiene. Now that you know with certainty what the do's and don'ts are with regard to kissing, imagine how amazing it would be to have the same certainty with regard to every step in the process of getting into a relationship, so that you would know exactly what to do from the moment you first saw an attractive girl walking down the street, or you saw a photo of her online, to the moment you had her in bed with you and beyond. Think of how great it would be to know how to create strong chemistry and quickly build an emotional connection and really stand out from any other guy a woman has ever dated. And what if you not only had that kind of knowledge, but you were to become so confident and so powerfully magnetic that you would end up getting great results with women even if you continued making a bunch of the stupid mistakes you've been making all along. Well, those are some of the benefits of my coaching. So if that sounds like something you would like to explore, then schedule your free strategy session with me today. And let's get you kissing and doing everything you want to be doing with women who excite the hell out of you.